All right, this week's Parsha, Vayechi, Yaakov. And Yaakov lived in the land of Egypt another 17 years. And then he died at the age of 147. Interesting thing is why the word Vayechi, Yaakov. But the interesting thing that you first have to explore was that of all the Parshas in the Torah, this Parsha is called a Parsha Stuma. Stuma means it's closed. Usually in between one Torah portion and another Torah portion, there's a space. There's a 9-letter space or another line or something like that. But this week, no. So Rashi says a very interesting thing. Rashi says 2 reasons why it is called a closed Parsha. The first reason he says, because in this week's Parsha, as we know, that our holy forefather Yaakov dies, passes away. So, as a result of his passing away, so the eyes and hearts of the Jewish people became closed of the pain of the slavery. So now, right there, stop, freeze. What does that mean? Because actually, we really know that this actual slavery didn't even start until the last of the 12 tribes passed away. And who was that? Holy Levi. That's right. I'm a Levi, right? Tribe of Cohen, Levi. So only after Levi died at 137 years old, did the servitude, did the slavery start. So what does that mean when Yaakov Avinu died? That the eyes and hearts became closed. But that's exactly it. Aha! What is it? Whoa! What is it? Whoa. Whoa! It's always good to have editing. In any case, because that was edited, you know that. Because my daughter's right here. There's two kinds of shibud, 2 kinds of servitude, 2 kinds of slavery. There's the slavery of the body, and that happened, of course, after all of the 12 tribes died. And then there is what we're talking about now, is the slavery of the mind. And this is the most amazing thing. That there's unbelievable time, especially this month, and it is no accident, that the month of Tevet, that this Parsha falls in this certain specific month, as we just went through a fast day, the 10th of Tevet, where Nebuchadnezzar, the Babylonians, surrounded the walls of Jerusalem, the beginning of the destruction of the temple. Babylon means Mebalbel, Bilbul, the confusion. Exile of the mind takes many forms. Confusion. That a person doesn't really know what to do. Or he's got a lot of ideas in his mind. Go this way, go that way, do this, do that. But Rav Nassan brings down that the essential galut, essential exile of the mind is sadness. Boom! Sadness! You getting this? When a person is sad, or when a person is confused, or when a person has doubts, he's in exile. Yes, there's our own personal exiles that we have to deal with. I'm getting a signal here. Oh, diversion. Okay, here we go. Something happened. I see smoke. Yes, everybody's going a different route, and I'm going to follow them. Always an exciting moment on Driving While Jewish.
I'm driving while Jewish.
That's right. Oh, we're going to hang on.
I'm going to hang on.
Okay, it's all from Hashem. Everything. Perfectly timed, perfectly planned. So the servitude of the mind, but Rabbi Nassan brings down sadness, depression is exile of the mind. It is the essential exile of the mind. And of course, what is going to combat that? What is the essential rectification? Is, of course, the opposite, which is joy, simcha. Simcha is an amazing thing. And we're taught from the experts who investigated and studied joy, there are 6 special techniques. One is, between stimulus and response, person, no matter what, because of his creative abilities, has the ability to choose to be happy, whatever it is the outcome. You can't do it without emunah, really. Faith. You can't. You can't do it without connecting to the infinite. It just can't be done. The second one, of course, is personal authenticity. A person has to know inside of himself what his capabilities are and what he's not, because otherwise it could create friction. The third one is gratitude, and let's just focus on gratitude for now. And the other ones, well, I'll just keep you scintillating. I guess we're going to have to go this way and see how far we can go. Okay. So, gratitude is an unbelievable gate. It is the ultimate gate to bring a person to clarity, because he first has to always start with what he's grateful for, because usually the mind is always going to focus on what he doesn't have. And that sends him also into exile. So simcha, joy, is the element, and most specifically what's called the work of separation. He has to go ahead and check out his life and look and see through his powers of perception and sift out the good that in his life and actually feel real gratitude for what he has, and that gratitude will give him joy. And God willing, even though that this parsha is a parsha that is closed, because Yaakov Avinu, who is the Torah, who is the Eitzah, right? Oh, yes, baby. Okay. I wish I could flip the camera and show y'all what's going on, but sorry. Woo! Exile of the mind. It's a reality. But with having joy, and I'll leave with this, the Rabbi Nachman, the Holy Master, says that sometimes to keep a person from depression, you can even do certain things of silliness. Oh, that's silly. Oh, Rabbi, the way I'm looking at your camera lens, it seems like you're in London. It seems like your wheel is on the left-hand side. Right? Isn't that right, Shana? That's right. Hang in there, even things of silliness, to get you to the state of joy, to keep ourselves strong. Because as we know in this week's Parsha, and Vayechi Yaakov alamita, Yaakov strengthened himself. That's the first time in the 5 books of Moses we say Chazak, Chazak, because we finished the Sefer Bereshit. So it's a time, even though that the eyes and hearts become darkened in our own personal exiles, that we think that we feel we're cut off, we're really not cut off. God is always with us. And that's the main chiddush, the main novel idea this week. The unbelievable novel idea this week is that we forget that we're connected to God. And all of the pain, all of the suffering reminds us that what? We need more God. We're disconnected. But really, in truth, how can anybody ever be disconnected from God? Is it true that we're disconnected? And that you have to explore within yourselves. Good Shabbos.
Dum